Hi, everyone. This is Janet Rangi. Thank you so much for your patience. This has been a test. Those of you who came here before, you're like, okay, what's happening now? Figure it out. We are going to have a new guest today with us to explain to us, is America actually worth going for that visa? And then he will tell us how he came to the United States and actually how he's doing in the United States. So I can't wait to see you guys. I can't wait to see you in America. You know me, I've already made up my mind, okay? But some of you, you probably need me to help you. So let me know from the comments if you can hear me. And then we'll continue with this broadcast. Thank you so much for your patience. Eunice is the first one. Thank you so much, Eunice. Eunice Kariuki, I am in today. Today, we can join Gary Wainaina. He's from Washington State. I'll let Gary do all the talking, introduce himself, and tell us actually if going to the embassy it, because at the end of the day, we want to make it. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know it's late, and people are saying following. Okay, I guess they can hear me, so I'll go and invite. Okay, let's see. Okay. Gary, welcome.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Janet Rangi, for allowing me to share your platform and to just motivate our people and to just tell him as it is and share some light on the American dream.
Okay, Gary. So thank you so
Yes.
much for coming today and for
Mhm.
the short notice. You've come, please welcome. And then tell us where you come from, Gary. I know you come from Washington State. Tell us more about yourself, when you came, and actually the title today is the visa is going to that cold and waiting.
Yeah. My name, as you've heard, is Gary Wainaina, but I go with Mkenya Marekani because that's my YouTube channel. You can find me on YouTube as well. Basically, I came here. First of all, I come from Eldoret. That's my hometown. That's where I grew up, but I lived in Nairobi. That's where I was an artist in Nairobi. So I pursued my music journey back in Nairobi. And I started trying to come to America back in 2010 when I was invited as a performing artist. We had been nominated for some awards here in the US. And we were a number of artists. We were a group of 5. And I'm telling you, we went there at 4 in the morning.
Wow.
And the atmosphere at the embassy is not very easy. The atmosphere at the embassy is just, oh my gosh. You just get there and you tremble like you're going to the seat of judgment.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
which year was that?
2010.
Oh, okay.
That's my first time to go to the embassy, US embassy.
Okay.
And when I was there, we had prepared, but we were denied visa, and I was so devastated. I felt like, oh my gosh. And we tried again. Like we were so lucky to get another appointment, maybe before 1 month like this. It was 1 month apart or less. So we went back, and again we were denied. And I was like, US is never my thing. That thing is for other people, not me. And I was so mad, furious. I was like, I'll make it in Kenya. And I continued with my hustle. But I like to tell guys that one of the reason I think maybe I didn't get it is because I didn't provide enough or sufficient evidence that I will go back.
Okay, so let's talk about that. By the way, that is a very good point to bring up, because many people go to the embassy once and they give up. They don't realize sometimes your luck can fall the 10th time. It's not for the faint-hearted. This is for the people that really want something to in their lives. Like, you have to really want to change your life. So when the second time again, it was the same group and they denied you again. What kind of visa were you asking?
B2.
Or
B2. But then, yeah.
And you are coming. What was your purpose of the visit for B2?
We were nominated for some awards, so we're coming to like artists to come to the US for that gala awards.
Okay, so don't you think you are asking for the wrong visa? Okay, so tell us more. They denied you,
That
all of you, the first time, and then the second time they denied you again, all of you.
yes, we were all denied. Second time, first time and second time were all denied. Nobody in our round got the visa. So I think number one is we didn't have sufficient evidence to show we are gonna come back, and also I think we were asking for the wrong visa.
Correct.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to know which visa you're asking. If you're a student, don't ask for B2, B1. Those are
Yes.
tourists
Mm-hmm.
and visiting visa. So make sure you're asking for the right visa. And it's
actually,
a
I
cut.
can jump in there because it's very, very important for me to expand on that point, because some people go there, they are innocent. They go and ask for a visiting visa, but in their mind, they don't think they will come back. And when they're put at the embassy, they say it by accident or innocently. They're oblivious. They just don't know. They are ignorant. So they don't know that what they are saying is wrong. They say, okay, when I go to visit my aunt, I'll probably go to school. Wrong. Then go ask for an F1 visa. So always know your intent of travel and what is the legal visa according to the American law. So ask for the, so if we are learning anything from here, is ask for the correct visa.
Absolutely.
And so enough evidence that you go back. Okay, keep on going.
Yeah. So number one, you have to also, when you're going for you have to have those, you have practiced all those questions that they are asking, and the confidence. Mostly for you to get a visa is about confidence, mostly confidence. Even the papers, I see people carrying a bunch of papers. Mostly you find somebody on the other side of the window, they tell you, today, no papers, just talk to me. So it's mostly the confidence that you sell to that person, that you're not even interested in staying in the US. You are doing so well in Kenya, and that's where your life is. And part of the evidence is also maybe family, or if you're an artist like me, you show contracts of upcoming events, gigs, big gigs, not just of like 50 shillings gigs.
Okay.
No, big gigs.
Thank you so much for sharing. People are watching us from Botswana. I saw someone from Zimbabwe. I saw someone from Eldoret. So we have a very good group here today asking. Someone is asking confidence B1B2. Correct. That is the correct visa to ask for. Yeah, so the confidence, I agree with you. And it's good you say that, because I've also read about the embassy. They say people come with title deeds. They come with, I don't know, big bag statements. Yes, bring those things. But they are actually looking at you, the applicant. What is the big picture? So don't go there thinking like a big bag statement or every proof. You just have to be yourself. Look at the person, communicate. Is that what they told you? That just talk to us. We don't need about the documents. We don't care. Just talk to us.
Yeah, don't even sometimes they will ask you a weird question at, where did you buy that tie? Because they just want to test you, like, how will you reciprocate to that? So, because me, I remember that time, where did you get that tie? Hey, you look like you have a lot of money. I'm like, what? I was not prepared for that. So also, don't overdress. Maybe I was overdressed. You wear a tie, you don't wear even a t-shirt like this, it's fine. You can go to the embassy, and because most of us coming from Africa, we think we have to dress official. Yeah, the culture official. People even go to interviews here. They don't wear like suits. Suits are like overly dressed. So wear just simple as a jacket, pants. You don't have to like overdress. Go buy the most expensive suit.
Yes.
And
that's what
it won't matter.
That they've said that they can say you can wear your African attire if you want. Of course, show some respect. Don't show up flip-flops and maybe just obvious t-shirts, but something decent. A colored t-shirt. Here we like calling it business casual. Like, don't just be over your hair not combed or anything. That's not what they are looking at dressing. Of course, you have to be presentable. Just be
true.
I think just be, and that one I heard from them. So that's a good point. I watched them saying that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
when we say
how you end up getting this visa eventually, is it the third time, or what kind of visa?
So I had given up coming to the US in 2010. So I continued hustling in Nairobi as a musician. I had a band. We continued doing my thing. I started doing well, flourishing in Nairobi. And in one of my events, that's when I met my wife to be in that
Okay.
event in 2014. So, and we kept communicating. She came back to the US. We kept communicating, and eventually she came back in we met in 2009.
Where? In
So
Kenya
in
or
Kenya,
okay. Uh-huh.
and she came back in 2014. So, and we got married in that year, and we said we lived in Kenya because I was doing so well in Kenya. So I was like, no, we are gonna stay in Kenya.
Okay. So
So
you did your wife for 4 years in Kenya?
what?
You lived with your wife in Kenya for 4 years before you came to America?
For we lived, first of all, she was 2009 we met. She came back to
Okay.
the US. So we stayed 5 years apart. Then
Uh-huh.
2014 she came back.
Okay.
And then we got married in the same year, 2014. So we lived from 2014 to 2016. That's when I tried to try a visiting visa again.
Okay.
Because we wanted to come and do a ceremony. Like, not everybody came for a wedding. So we wanted to do like a reception.
Okay.
So I went to the embassy in 2016 again for visitor visa because I was not interested in coming to the US to live,
Okay.
even though I am married to an American.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the embassy and I was denied. Reason, the person did not understand my situation. They thought I'm coming to get married. Yet I showed them my certificate for marriage certificate. We even had a lot of articles from the newspaper who wrote about our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So I brought all those articles. I showed them I'm not getting married in America. We're just doing a reception for people who did not come for our wedding. He was like, no, you need to apply for spousal visa or fiance visa.
Exactly. And thank you so much for coming. I've been saying this for so long. It's good to see a real life example show up on my page.
Yeah.
I did this with Sarah. If you've never watched Sarah from Uganda, she's on YouTube. If you go look at that video, it was the same thing. She was trying to come to America. She was married to an American citizen. They could not. So you have to know why you're going. Once you show them that you have an American citizen, they tell you then there's fiancé, there's a green card. So for you to go for visiting visa, they are thinking you're taking a shortcut because they know when you come to America, if you marry, you can just go to the immigration and file. And immigration, like spousal visas, there's a waiting period. So they feel like you're taking a shortcut. By the way, they're just doing their job. Okay, so in your opinion, you felt like they didn't understand you, so they denied you the third time.
The third time they denied. So I had to go back again.
Okay.
So, and still visit. I didn't change. So, but unfortunately, I found the same guy in the same counter 5, and he told me, I remember you, so I will not interview you again. I go to the next counter, so that I don't look biased.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't like to interview somebody second time. So,
so
I went to the other person, and I was just straight. I told them, last time I was here, and this person did not understand me. I'm married. This is my certificate. This is my articles of my weddings. We're not gonna do a wedding. I'm gonna just do we're doing like a reception for people who didn't show up for our wedding and they want to celebrate us.
Okay.
And he said, yeah, okay, done. He gave me a visa.
Okay. Okay.
So,
all right. So you had to do some explaining for them to actually convince them. And that's the whole
you have to
because the law tells them that anyone coming on a temporary visa has the intent of coming to America and not going back. So therefore, it's up to the applicant to prove that they have ties, sufficient ties back to go back. So for you, you had to go there again. Now you got the visa the fourth time. My followers, I've always told you, you never give up. Thank you so much from Botswana, from Nigeria, and from where? Someone's watching from France. I saw someone watching us from France. People are all over the world. Thank you so much, Gary. Okay. Now you get the visa. You come. Okay?
Yes, I came. I saw and I conquered. No. That part is not there.
So you decided to stay. Okay. So tell us, you stayed anyway on that visiting visa?
No. One thing you have to realize is Americans are very straightforward. If we said we are coming for 2 months, which we were coming for 2 months, 2016, November and December.
Uh-huh.
It's 2 months. We have to go back. So, but I did my little trips here and there for music. I performed in a lot of Kenyan events. And one event that changed my mind is when I got to perform with the Navy band. And they were like, you guy, you're good. You should come back and apply for a Navy, and then you can be paid to be a musician in the Navy. So I was like, wow, that's a good idea.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of Kenyans, by the way, they were like, Gary, where are you going? You are married to an American. Don't go back. Don't go back. Just stay here and apply it here. Don't go back. I was like, even if I stay, the people I'm with, they are very straightforward. They don't know what we call lies. Like they call it a lie. If you say at the embassy you're coming for 2 months and
they mean it.
They mean it. Yeah. Like you said, you're coming for 2 months, even if it means good for you, you have to go back.
Yes.
So I like that culture about the Americans. They don't know how to lie. Like
yeah, it's a culture. It's a culture thing. You mean what you say.
If you said you're coming to the US for 2 months, you have to go back after the 2 months. Even them, they know. So, anyways.
Croatia, Oakland, California. How nice! All over the world. Who is that? Caroline Cherotich, all the way from Croatia. Wow. Someone from France, Croatia. Someone I saw from Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Thank you so much for coming. So, Gary, you went back after 2 months, right? And then you decided to come back to America then? And how?
So what happens is I was convinced that America is where I'm supposed to be. Where I land without dust. I land without mosquitoes. I was like, no. This is the place. This is the place. So we went back eventually and then we decided to file for now spousal visa. This is now the rightful thing to do. So, I was given already 5-year visa. So I could be coming to the US whenever I want. But we decided to now do the official thing. Now, we did it back in Kenya, by the way.
Okay.
And I will tell you for a fact, doing spousal visa out of America is easy, cheap, and faster.
Good news from South Africa. All of you watching from Zimbabwe, thank you. Yeah, they can hear you. Tell them. You say spousal visa is easier outside Africa?
When you're outside America, because we started my application. Yeah, we started my application in February. By May, I had already gotten my everything plus the green card, and it was cheaper.
It's cheaper. It's faster. It's effective. So anyone
because
from Canada, they're watching from Romania. Oh wow! I have so many followers from all over the world. I'm very impressed.
Wow! Amazing.
People talk to us in Xhosa. It's a very beautiful.
And Zulu.
Okay, I'm not in Shona too, Zimbabwe, but yes. Yeah, so now it took you that short, and then you came and you joined your wife. Now this time, your family, family understood exactly why you're coming.
Yeah, we lived with my wife in Kenya, so she was there when we were doing it.
Okay.
So and also if your wife is American and you give birth outside America, like in Kenya, because our baby we bore our baby in Kenya, she became a citizen. Those services are very fast. Like in a month's time, she was already given the American birth certificate, and plus the passport.
Okay.
So those things are really expedited.
Okay.
Because the reason why it's very fast is you can imagine how many people, like for example in Kenya, are marrying Mzungus. There are very few. So it means the queue there is maybe you and few others.
Yes.
And like here in the US, already there are so many people already doing that same process.
Okay. So
that's why it takes.
Point. Yeah.
So
now
so long.
We come to the title today, Gary. We want to know: is going to that intimidating embassy worth it? Like, will that visa change my life? Someone is watching from Ghana, Delaware, Florida. They want to know. Those ones in Delaware and Florida already know. They want to tell us their experiences. But those ones watching from Ghana, they want to know: is it worth it to go to that American embassy, line up in the cold, feel intimidated, panic? Is it worth it for me to leave Lagos and Cape Town, South Africa, to come to America? Kenya, Athi River. You know, there are very good in Athi River. Why would I leave Athi River to come here? Especially
would
for
say,
you are a musician. Your career
I
was
would,
way up there. So you are a perfect example of should someone leave a career like yours to come here, surely. You are a perfect example.
yeah, I would say it all depends with you, and if you see the bigger picture.
Okay.
And there's nothing that is easy. I will not tell you that it was easy for me to acclimate, to become an American, to know the ways of America. Even now, I'm still learning new things. I'm learning new ways. You're never at home, but when you see there's a lot of advantages when you when you come to America. A lot of advantages. Like, look at the infrastructure, look at the system, there's more favorable circumstances for you to even flourish much more than back home, because like, for instance, when you look at work, to do any type of a job here in America, you don't need to know anybody. You just go online, you apply, you get the job if you qualify. There's not nothing like, I know so and so, please connect me to so and so, I should bribe so and so,
Love.
there's nothing like that.
I
You see?
love that culture. That is the best part of this country. If
Yeah,
they say something is there, you go apply and it's a fair competition.
yeah,
You don't get in, you're good enough, they take you. You are not good enough, they tell you, hey, sorry, try again, next. And before you know,
yeah,
someone is asking from Zambia that if they come for a visiting visa and then they cancel, can they use the same one to come for a conference? So what happened when you were denied a visitor visa and you want to go to a conference, next application, can you change to a study visa or is continue with the, no. Anytime we go to the embassy, remember
stick
there
with
are two
one
things.
thing.
One thing, are you going to study visa? Are you going for visiting visa? Now, if you come here to America after getting the visiting visa and you change, you want to become a student, now that's a different process. But
Yeah,
one purpose, one visa. Now, can you use the same reason? Like, let's say you're coming for a conference and you still want the B1, but the conference expired because of COVID. Yes, you can say, okay, now I have an application still for B1 because it was cancelled because of Corona, but here is my new application. It's happening in the next 3 months. Okay, I hope that helps. So Gary, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
You are saying it's a very good. If you need a job, you just go and apply. You don't need to know anyone. You don't need to bribe anyone. True.
Yeah. Let me also go back to that person who's asked about something. You have to stick with your reason for coming to the US, and don't keep changing. Like, 1 month you say I'm coming for music, then the next month they will not even give you. They will not consider you. You have to stick to one reason. And also, if they deny you, sometimes they say you have to stay maybe in a duration of 6 months before you reapply again, because they need to see if you didn't have enough resources to make you remain in Kenya, what has changed. They want to see if you've improved. Yeah,
Very,
so you can't like
very good.
go like
Yeah.
very quick. They'll be like, you were just here recently, so what has changed? In fact, and then another thing that make people fail a lot is when somebody fills your paperwork and you don't know exactly what they filled, because the person who is going to ask you those questions will just be reading from what you answered.
Okay.
So you have to be very keen on every detail that you answered on the DS 160. So make sure you know all those details
Yeah. So do a
inside
good
out.
job to get 160, and I always tell them the same thing. You're right. Because many of them ask me, Janet, they denied me, how long should I wait? And I always say, you know what, I've heard you have to show a material difference. Like, what was the difference between 3 months ago or 6 months
And
ago?
now,
Now, if you go back, like after 1 month, they feel like you, in fact, okay, you are not taking them seriously. It's like you're telling them they didn't know their job. And like if
yeah,
6 months now you've gone back to school, maybe this time you're married and you're earning more money. So there has to be something that is different that is making you, oh yes, I came last time, I was denied, but now I'm in school. I'm busy with school. I have to come back in about 2 months so I can continue with school. Like something different. And it doesn't show desperation, by the way. That's why those
yeah,
people who are young, they are not married, they don't have, like when they see you, they see desperation. Remember, they are looking at the total picture. They are not looking at these many documents. When you are talking to them, the confidence level, when
yeah,
you look in their eyes, what are they seeing? Okay, they are looking at this. Okay, she's not married. She's not doing anything with herself. Like think of that. Okay, well, so I like the point you said that if you need a job, you just apply. But there are so many reasons why people come to America. We make more money. Yeah, many opportunities. Like Gary, you can continue with your musical career. I don't continue with that, or you went to school. Many beautiful schools. What did you do?
Yeah. When I came here, I said I would continue with my what I used to do in Kenya. Many people say you cannot continue with what you do back home, and some people say you have to do other career just to get the money or to flow. But I went. I started teaching. I taught music back home, so I continued teaching music instruments, and I did that in an American school. Then I ventured out in music therapy. Music therapy is where you play music for those elderly people, and they enjoy music. Is food to the soul. So
okay, well,
music is taken as a So
Peter
that's what
said he went back, denied, and went back a week after, and I got it. So it depends. Maybe whoever denied you was having a headache. It just depends why they denied you.
But by the way, to get
back, they gave you after you explained nicely, right?
Yeah, it all depends with that other person in the other side of the window, because if they understand you and if you convince them, they will give you. So it's mostly about luck and your timing. Is your timing right? So
but bottom line, don't give up.
Don't give up. Don't give up. We are here to
keep going.
There's someone who had gone there 8 times. He got in their 9th time.
Wow, that is pure determination.
Yeah.
Determination. Okay. So you're doing well with your music career. You're still teaching now, and so after said and done, okay, people should come if they get a chance.
I didn't hear you. I think you.
Should people come to the United States if they get a chance? I mean.
Oh, absolutely. We love our motherland. Everybody loves our motherland. But there's something we need to do, and it comes to us the way we choose our leaders. If you look at, I was looking at some news today. They were talking about how during our independence, our first president gave Malaysia a grant of over $50 million because that country was behind Kenya. But look at the country right now; it's way ahead. If we chose good leaders, we will not be coming to the US.
Okay, so you're saying if we had a country, we will not come. And
will not be
one of them. For me, I believe personally, I don't know that it's to choose the right leaders. Of course, that's one of the things you can do. But to be quite honest, people don't know what they don't know. I just believe that if millions of us came here and started thinking like this and had a cultural shift, which means pride for country. To me, pride. Just like when you have guests coming to my house, if people are coming to my house, I'm going to make sure my house is clean. I'm proud of my house. So it's a place where we are proud of ourselves. I want my road to look good. I want to have parks. I want people in my community to have good schools. I want people in my community you have to have a dream for your country. That is just my opinion. And mostly people just don't know what they don't know, because you can see some people even with money, but you see the kind of house they are building, they don't even have, codes. They want to block a road. They want to do things half-baked. And I don't think these are bad people. I just feel like they don't know what they don't know. And I said the other day in our video, it's very controversial, and I still believe this in my heart. You can come and question me, but that's what I believe. Honestly, I believe it's at the bottom of my heart, is that we have to have dreams and aspirations. I can dream for my country as a president. I can dream for my country as a leader. I can dream as an individual. I just feel like if I have a dream and aspiration, I'll fight for it. That is
absolutely
what I believe. Yeah. It's not like I'm saying people don't have these things, but I just believe if I want to be a teacher and I put it in my head that one day I'll become a teacher. That's it. That's my opinion.
Yeah. So I was saying, not everybody will manage to come to the US.
Yeah.
But if you get an opportunity, it's not a bad place to be, considering the immense opportunities that are available. Um, and I can tell you, as a matter of fact, all the Kenyans who are here, they really support their family. So if you can come here and support your family back home, it's a good thing, because they say the Kenyans in America are the first cash crop, for example, in Kenya, because the money they send back to our country. So if you can get that opportunity to come and change the face of your family, well and good.
Yeah, why not?
It's possible. It's possible. It's
Yeah.
possible. And some people say America is a bad place, but me, I will tell you for a fact, America, any first world country is good, because the systems are working. Like you see, back home you can buy land. The following year they tell you railway is passing there, and it's the government that gave you the title deed. It's the government that approved. But the following year they tell you there's a railway building here. So part of your bedroom is on the railway. So
it's a cultural shift. And you know, if you don't change a culture, it's very, very hard. That's why I honestly, I err on the side of trying something new. I can't keep saying the same things that people have been saying for hundreds of years. You know, why we are backwards or why we are not doing well. Oh, they colonized us. Oh, we did. I mean, people have said these things over and over again, but they never put money in my pocket. So I say, hey, how about I try a way that will help me have money in my pocket? Okay, complaining about the government, complaining about this, it's not working for me. I say, you know, let's try a new way where I can just have a dream, an aspiration, and if I have an opening like going to Canada or America, I will do it. And hopefully I can change one or two people back home. I can change the situation by, as you said, sending money home. And actually, that's what I believe, that if we can be here in millions in 20 years, we can have an impact. And it comes down to culture, dreams and aspirations, and pride.
Yeah,
you have to be proud of your country. I used to hear them saying this in America. Now I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Sure.
If you are not proud of your house, you're not gonna care about visitors. it comes down to that. And someone has to dream, and then you have to seek knowledge. Okay. So like if you want to build a house today, you just don't build. You're gonna say, hey, can I go and see how many plans are out there? A bungalow? Can I see a mansionette? Can I see a ranch house? And how they're built? How much does it cost to build this? What kind of materials will I use? Like think through the process, you know? So even if you are a leader in one of our African countries and you've never been abroad, you have a dream, you can still make your people proud by learning, by seeking knowledge. Okay, what is the mayor in New York doing? What is the mayor in Europe doing? I know there's a small town in Croatia. I know there's a small town in France. What did they do to create jobs for their people? Do they have parks? Do their children have playgrounds? Like curiosity. Have a dream. I will still come back with aspirations. Sorry, guys. That's Janet Rangi. If you are following me for the first time, janetrangi.com, Janet Rangi on YouTube. Gary, you told them where they can find you, right?
Basically, you can go to.
Thing to come to America.
Yeah.
You say you're saying it's a good thing to come.
Yeah. It's a good thing. It's a good as in there's, you know, you can choose which side you want to see. You know, you can choose to see the America that you think there's racism, but I'm telling you, in Kenya, for instance, that's my country. Police brutality is everywhere, every day.
Yes.
Kanjo, they harass people, but we live with that.
Yes.
So you can choose to see the side you want to see. You know, today if I tell you let's draw God, everybody will have a different picture because we perceive differently. So you can choose to see America the good side or America the bad side. For me, I think there's a land of opportunity, as they say, and we can use that platform to change our community.
Exactly. It's not like they don't have weaknesses, but every time we magnify people that are already successful, if we magnify their weakness, we are not doing ourselves any favor. I just think like we need to focus on what can change our life. Personally, you, the person watching, how will America help you? Okay.
Yes.
Will Kenya help you? Will America help you? Will you staying in Botswana where you are right now help you? Figure out that, and that is where your answer lies. Your answer lies within you. Your answer lies within you. Yeah. So you are from the state.
I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
People confuse between Washington, D.C. and Washington State. So Washington State on the map of the America, yeah, it's a neighbor to Canada.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So you're
we're
on the
just
West
on the
Coast.
border.
Yeah,
Yeah,
West
yeah,
Coast, California, Oregon, Washington on the West. Yeah.
yeah.
Washington, D.C., which is the political capital, is on the East Coast. Okay, so we are
Yeah,
talking about the West. You're in Washington State. I have so many
yeah.
followers in Seattle.
Wow, wow. By the way, we have a
Out
lot of
there.
Kenyans
Huh?
in Seattle. We have a lot of Kenyans in Seattle.
How
I
is it
believe,
to get jobs in Seattle? Is it easy?
yeah, it's very easy. People come here in the visitors even without makara. You know what I mean?
Or talk about that. Talk about that. The streets are talking, not you.
So it's the the reason why it's very easy to get jobs is because there is a lot of Kenyans with companies, a lot of Kenyans with these adult homes.
Mm-hmm.
So they can employ you and still you get your pay, even if maybe you're waiting for your papers to be approved.
Okay, yes, amen. Chini chini, yani chini chini. Okay,
Chini chini ya maji.
tell my people from Botswana everything. Make sure you ask. Okay, get to say hey. We want a job, Gary. We want a job when we come here. I don't want to come to America and not go back home and I don't have money. So I hear the streets are talking. Okay, so Seattle
Yeah,
is a good place to go when the streets.
Seattle
Can
is
I drive? What if I don't have a social?
so Seattle you can work without you can get those jobs under the table.
Okay.
I will not be hard.
You don't know anyone that does that, but you've had the under the table chini chini, right?
Yes.
Like
So
side job. By the way,
yeah,
I've had on the
they
news
can
that people
they can
come
be
here
your
and they
full
work
time.
under the table without papers. So you're saying
Yeah.
those, yeah, it's Seattle, yes.
For instance, the adult home family, you don't have a place to sleep, you go sleep. They provide a place for you to sleep and eat. So your work is just to take care of those elderly. Like maybe in a house you have 6 of them and you're 2 caretakers. So
Yes.
your job, you can be sleeping, you can be given a room, you sleep there. So your work, maybe they give you maybe one day off during Sunday or something. So those jobs are very much available because it's
Yes.
especially in Seattle, almost maybe 2 out of 10 Kenyans they own a home. So they help brothers and sisters who have just
They
come.
come.
Like you come
Okay.
today.
Good.
What happens? You go to school. There's a class called 75 hours. You get
Okay.
to the 75 hours. Once you've done the 75 hours, is like the basic one.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to work in an adult home, and if you get a good person, they can teach you as you earn and as you continue living. By the way, the good thing with America, they don't ask you for experience. They can pay you for experience. It's not like back home where you finish your degree and then somebody is requesting for 3 years experience. Where do you get it?
Yes, call my friends on this part. I love. Welcome, Gary. We love you for this part now. So you say 75 something, yeah? We can get that one and get a
75 hours. Then you can continue. After 75 hours, you get something we call NAR. Once you get that, you can work anywhere, but on the lower side. Then you can decide to either get a CNA.
Okay.
A CNA or what is this? There's one more.
I don't know. Medical assistant, only CNA. Or LVN. I don't know LPN.
Yeah. So CNA is a good place where you can earn from $16 to 25, depending with now experience. And as I said, good thing with America, you are paid even when you are just out of class. You are paid lower. You're paid lower amount of wage, but as you continue earning experience, they level up.
That's what
but it's not like
them. Even if someone say PCT, maybe that's what you're asking for. Is it PCT? Someone, even nursing school, after you graduate, they don't wait for you to pass the exam. They put you on the floor, you start seeing patients.
Yeah.
Now, if you fail the first time, now you'll have to go home until you pass. But straight they will see you, they'll make you continue seeing patients, they will pay you. And as soon as you pass, you continue with the job. So they don't even care that time. Yeah. But once you fail, they will send you home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank
And
you
then
so much for
you asked
sharing
about
that.
driving.
Uh-huh.
Driving, you can, in Washington state, you can drive with like for instance, Kenyan driving license. You don't need an international driver's license. You can drive with a Kenyan driver's license for at least 1 year.
Nice.
So that's a good thing, as you look for the license for Washington.
Okay.
And also
So you
the
don't
other
need a
jobs that are
social. You don't need a social. What
no
if I
no
come as a visitor?
I'm saying, when you come, for example, as a visitor and you
Mhm.
have your driving license, you can drive here in Washington.
Okay. Good
Yeah,
information. Okay,
yeah.
good information. I
And
can
then
go
other,
to Kenya under the table with my driver's license. Okay, I'm just
yeah,
thinking. I don't.
other available jobs that are very available, and mostly because it's like I'm talking from Kenyan side, because I come from Kenya. A lot of Kenyans own delivery companies, trucks, so you can become a second man on that truck.
Yes.
And those jobs are, you can get them under the table, and those are nice jobs to have. You can
Yes.
get paid between 150 to 300 depending on who's employing you.
So you basically you can't miss something to do. How is housing?
Housing, what happens is, if you're new, for instance, like for example, if you're new and you've just arrived in Washington, and you get a job, maybe the live-in, you stay in where you're employed. But then if you're out of the live-in, because it's like they pay too little money, so you don't stay there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get the CNA, then get out, so you get the one-on-one jobs or the facilities or better paying jobs.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you're done with that, um, you there's a lot of ventures, by the way. In Washington, there's a lot of ventures, and there
So
are
I was,
people who can help you
uh-huh.
to get your papers maybe expedite. So
Okay.
once you come here, those are the street stuff. So maybe you can ask me separately.
Okay. Now someone says in Pennsylvania you can also drive. So people are sharing their information there,
Yeah,
all that. Yeah.
yeah,
Personally, I know I talk about on this video. Don't come to my city if you have no papers. Okay, go and see Gary. I'm just being honest. Okay, if you're one person that has no papers, or you don't come to maybe go to Dallas, right, or Houston. Don't
yeah,
come to Amarillo. I'm just being honest. Okay, don't.
yeah, yeah.
This is for people that have green cards. I don't want you to have a hard time. So do your research very well. Okay.
Yeah, there's some people.
Community is
There's some
different.
people even who have been in other states and they've stayed years without the papers, while somebody here in Seattle came and they already have citizens. They're citizens. So, and they started without papers, even without social. So I think Seattle state is that state. That's why we have a lot of Kenyans here.
Wanafanya nini? Kuna njia, kuna mbinu. Sorry guys, I had to say something this is very important because people need to know. So find yourself in Seattle, okay? So they can, there are some mbinus zenye hazitaki picha, zenye hazitaki video.
Yeah,
Asante.
yeah,
Thank you so much for listening to this part. I love you for
yeah.
coming to this because actually, after all said and done, in my opinion, this was the most important place. That section of jobs, chini under the table, and driving. Okay, we want jobs. Okay, don't come here.
Yeah,
The southern states, do your research very carefully before you go there. Okay, we want to venture on the west or east. If you have no papers, okay, by education you go anywhere. Okay, education you go anywhere. So anyone listening, don't be desperate in people's homes right now. If you're listening to Janet Rangi and you don't have money in your pocket, I'm not happy. You're here in America, I'm not happy. It means you are not listening, right? You are not watching nicely. Okay, you need to stand up and do something about your life. It's true, right?
Yeah.
And in America, a lot of people have hands should be having money in their pocket, right?
A lot of people also ask, if you come to America with maybe your degree from Kenya, maybe nursing, if you can work in the US. You need certification still. Yeah. I don't know, maybe you are in the nursing area, you can, because a lot of people ask that question, if you can actually work. Here in the US, you have to start from a lower level, rising. Unless you do the certification of equal degree that you had in Kenya, or
Okay.
they can prove that you actually have finished all your courses and passed.
Okay.
There's a
That's a
I
good
think there's a
point.
body that does that. There's a
They
body
always
that
ask
you
that question, and I always say the first thing when you come, don't make your mind stick on what you have. Be open-minded. Once you come here, be flexible to hold any job that gives you money. And then with
yeah
time, you learn how to join your profession. You learn how to improve. You learn how to
yeah
get a license. You learn how to get certification. But I've
mhm.
seen some here who because actually they use the education to get in. I guess it just depends. I have a neighbor here who is working. I think she came with information technology, and that's what she's doing. But she's going back to school, of course, to improve her life. But right now,
Yeah,
in information and technology in Kenya, and she got a job in information and technology. So that
yeah.
I just have to put it out there.
Yeah, there's programs. America has a lot of programs that they invite, like those pros, the pros. Maybe in if you're a pro in maybe computer engineering, America has a program that picks all those people, athletes, musicians. I know a pianist who was taken is now in New York. He was given green card, fully catered for. Like they sponsor such people who are prodigy in what they are doing.
Yes.
Those kind of high qualified individuals, either in athleticism
Yeah.
or football, anything. So you never know. Be posting your stuff. Be posting your stuff. Nowadays, YouTube is a global village. It has made everything so small. So
I love it.
somebody in Europe can see you dribbling your ball, and they take you to Madrid club. You never know. So just keep posting your stuff. Your people might not like you at this time, or they're not subscribed to your channel, but most people like to follow something that is already great. But you keep pushing on, and post your stuff. If you're a good chef, make videos of you cooking, maybe
You bring up
Italiano,
very
somebody.
important points. Remember, when you're just saying, we need good leaders. I believe like we need a million bloggers and vloggers like us at home.
Yeah,
Someone is good in dribbling a ball. Someone is good in cooking. Someone like just to teach people on how to come up. People are saying there are so many jobs in America. You can work day shift, night shifts, differential. Like unless you're lazy, you're gonna have money in your pocket. So that's what people are saying. Okay.
yeah.
So I don't know if you have anything else to say. I don't want to take a lot of your time, Gary. You have anything,
Yeah.
something burning to share with us?
Oh no, we will maybe come back again and share more stuff. But guys, you can follow me on Kenya Marekani YouTube. Go subscribe to my channel, and let's connect. Let's connect there, and also on Instagram, you can follow me, and let's keep connecting. Let's keep helping each other. We are coming with this information because we've grown up in a culture where people, prosperous people in our culture, you ask them something, how did you come up with this? They tell you, it's God, and that's the end. They don't share you how. So we are coming with a lot of how for you, so that you can benefit.
Actually, that is the most important. Like, how did I do it? And how is
Yeah.
the truth? The world is
Yeah.
big. No one is taking one. Like you are a musician. You're not coming to the hospital to take my job. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone else might be good in cooking. I can never be the best cook. Someone is good in cutting cake. Someone else is good in. But we just have to develop, and share. And actually, I love YouTube. I love this social media. It's bringing us to the next level. And another thing, there is some people think being shy and not is a good thing. No. The more you put yourself out there, the more you shine.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just the way it is. Think even of your politician. If your politician didn't come on screen and you throw stones at them, he will not be a politician. Okay. They have to come and cook and make you happy on the screen. You throw stones, you call them names, and then they are rich. Okay. So just go out there, tell people who you are. Okay. Share your stories. The more we share, the more we prosper. Before we know it, this culture can change. Before we know it, we are coming from a society where we want to live in good villages. We want to live in good, we want to have good hospital. Like it's in our head now. We have the culture of sharing. We are the culture of being happy for everyone else. So I'm so happy that you came today. This is just but the first time. Sorry, we had some technical issues, but we will do very well. Okay, so thank you so much. All the way, say hi to people in Seattle.
Asante sana.
Asante, Gary. Thank you so much for coming. Okay.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for coming. Remember Janet Rangi on YouTube, janetrangi.com. Okay, this is Facebook Live. Asanteni sana. Muchas gracias. Kwaheri. Until next time. Do you love my house? Okay. Okay. This is my, I don't think you've ever seen this part of my house. I will see in the next video. Okay. Let me see if I can see any comments. Both pair of them. Okay, people are sharing. Always remember the comment section is not just for Janet Rangi. The comment section is for all of us. Okay. And I'll see you in the next video, which may be tomorrow. Who knows? Thank you so much. Okay. Bye in the next video. Bye.